Jasey Cordeta here with Jimbo across the street, representing for the Rose City.
No kitchen counters, but we keep the toasters with us. First generation American, I'm a go-getter. For show, nigga, they doubt it, so I'ma show niggas. Bread sweeter than panda saw, we got the loaf with us. Exotic rolled up, Don Hooley pulled up. Allow me to talk my shit, nigga, hold up. Milwaukee like Frosty, I need more.
What is good? I'm here today with Jasey Cordeta.
What's poppin'?
Hey, glad to get you on the show finally. Glad to get you on the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jasey Cordeta in the place to be with my man Jimbo across the street.
You already know. I bring everybody a gift. I brought you something. I brought us something a little fancy today. It's like $25 for 2 J's.
Okay,
so
I appreciate
one for
you.
One for me.
Okay, I appreciate you.
I see you
Chocolate grape diesel.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, it can't be too bad, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. We gonna blow this one down too.
All right.
It ain't no thing.
That was some smoke you got from a friend of yours, yeah?
Yeah, man, my partner, man, his wife is a master grower, so she got that good shit all the time. You know, all the time, so, you know, she specializes in it, so I'm just sampling right now, you feel me?
What's your grade on that one so far? Good grade?
Oh, man, I got good grades for all the good plants that came from my partner, man, you know? For real.
First question on the show, usually I just like to ask everybody, you know, like, what's hot? What's going on with JC? What's big?
What's going on with me is, you know, we working on a lot of projects. We just dropped that Keith Murray with Figure 8, Swiggle Mandela, you know, Brushing Shoulders. We just dropped that one with Bun B, Folding Up My Paper. We dropped that one.
With Bun B?
Yeah, it was a old plug from back when I was younger. You know what I mean? And I just never released it.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, I wanted to release it this year. You know what I mean? Take advantage of all the opportunities that ever came my way. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Paper Route. You know, they put me on towards that way back when, you know, when I was younger. We also got the, you know, Swiggle Mandela album, Movie Money. That shit's popping off. You know, July 30th. It's gonna be album release party, Rainbow City.
That's gonna be Rainbow City.
Yep. If people get on my guest list, they can get into that motherfucker for free.
Speaking of getting into what you're doing, you still got that challenge going on too?
I still got that challenge popping off. The Family Business Challenge, High 16 or More Challenge, popping off. $500 cash prize. We might bump that motherfucker up to $1,000 cash prize. You feel me? You get the beat on Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. It's on all the platforms. You spit your High 16 to it, record a video, send your $25 entry fee. You know, we're gonna post it on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the platforms, Twitter, whatever. We're gonna blow this motherfucker up. We're gonna judge and figure out, you know, who's spitting the hottest to get that first place prize, because the first place prize comes with 4 hours of studio time and a free video.
Man.
But the challenge is going all the way till October.
Saw that today that you extended it. Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
What brought that on? Just a good idea? Just something you wanted to do?
Yeah,
or?
I was just like, you know, I just wanted to make a platform for other artists, you know, maybe the ones that haven't been heard, or maybe, you know, bring that hot spitting the rap shit back to the game, you know what I'm saying? Bring, you know, bring some rap back to the game, you know, have people display their talents. It doesn't matter what city they in, it doesn't matter where they're from.
Right.
They can get involved into the challenge, you know?
That's a nice hefty purse too, $500, I mean.
Yeah, you know? As artists, I also feel, you know, artists are underpaid, you know what I'm saying, overslaved, underpaid. And so this is my way and our way to give back, you know, to the artist community.
That's a great way to look at it. Don't look at it as much as a competition, maybe as a way of investing in yourself.
Investing, you know? Let's spark up a little bit of
this.
this.
Check it out. Let's see what we got. It's like 30-some-odd% or something, some wild amount. I don't even know.
Right.
Yeah, some crazy.
How you open this joint?
No, it's probably one of those childproof jobbies, huh? You gotta like muscle it.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Secret code. You got the secret code. Bam.
Oh, there we go.
Woo. Those are big long ones too, huh?
Period. Set this down right here.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's great. Yeah, so the Swiggle party, we're gonna do that. I was just at Rainbow City, was it yesterday? That's gonna be a cool venue for that too, I feel like.
Right.
We're gonna turn that place up. Nice. Little area out back for everybody to smoke and stuff, and should be pretty cool.
Cheers to this too.
Yeah, cheers to that. Are you featured on? You're gonna be featured on the new Swiggle album, right? You got some songs on there. I take it with.
Yeah, I got some songs on there. We got some songs produced by Dungeon Music out of Los Angeles, out of LA. You know, that's gonna be real nice. on the Movie Money album. I'm featured on there on another song, Three Goats. That one's gonna be dope. That's a major key
brothers,
right
right?
there. Yep. Me and the
Speaking
brothers
of
right there.
just you and your brothers, real quickly, it came up a couple times now. Ted Loke on his episode, he remembers you guys when you guys were like young kids or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And
for sure.
he remembers back when you and your brother used to go by Left Lane, and you were the rapper by the name of Traffic.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Been some time?
Yeah, it's been some time. You know what I mean? That was way back when we were younger. You know, back in Northeast Portland, we used to go up to the Salvation Army. We used to go up to Ethos.
The Sal.
You know what I mean? The Sal.
Yeah.
When you got to really come in there and display your talent, you got to one take shit. You know what I mean?
Can you give me? I am absolutely, again, I say this every time it comes up, but I'm mesmerized by the Sal. I feel like it's a very influential place for a lot of people in our hip hop community, both past and present.
Right.
And you were one of them, right? Did you have some time there at the Sal?
Yeah, I had years at the Sal. You know, I met Crispy Hendrix at the Sal. I met Ted Loke at the Sal. I met an artist and producer by the name of Gil Gates when I was younger at the Sal. We just was like, every day we would go up to the Sal and try to record something new, try to put something hot out, try to work on something new, whether it was jacking for beats, whether it was making our own beats, making our own websites, engineering ourselves, trying to figure out, you know, linking up with some of the homies that make beats, trying to put something together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Way back in the day, way back in the early 2000s when there wasn't too many studios in Portland, you know what I mean? And we just was paving the way at the time and just following the lead of older cats that was giving us advice, you know what I mean? Some mentors, you know what I mean? Some street cats, but it was all about the music over there, so that's why we.
Do you have a special moment from the Sal that you remember more than others? I mean, I know it sounds you probably have a ton of them, but one that you remember more than others?
There's a lot of funny moments over there, but I remember one time they let us come through and stay all night and spend the night. So we was just in the studio all night, and that shit was popping. I remember that.
Your brother told the same story. You guys had Caldera in the morning?
Yeah, I never got a chance to go to Caldera. I was always out in either Portland or LA in the summer, so or whatever.
Well, that's cool. So I know you guys, you know, your family's not directly from here. You guys did a little bit of moving when you were younger, but you guys have planted your roots here pretty hard the last, 20 years or something? You guys.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I was born in San Pedro. I was born in LA County. My mom's family is from Mississippi. My dad's from the Philippines. My mom's mom, my grandma, she moved from Mississippi to LA. You know, that's when she had my uncles, my aunties, my mom, and all them. And then my dad had migrated from the Philippines to LA, and that's where he met her.
Right.
And I was born there. And then when my mom was pregnant with Swiggle, we moved up here, but then we moved back and forth our whole life. You know, we lived in East Oakland, we lived in Woodhaven, Montana, LA, Bakersfield, Portland, Northeast Portland, North Portland.
Yeah.
We just moved around a lot, you know? And it helped with the music too, just because like we seen other cultures, you know what I mean? Other cities and how their music popped off, you know what I mean?
Oh, that must have been a great learning point for you guys, yeah. I think in your music, I kind of hear it more, you know, you're really seem like the classical rapper as compared to your brothers, I guess. You're really wordsmith, you know, bars matter kind of rapper.
Right, yeah, I try to like really put together like words that are like other rappers wouldn't necessarily put together, but like they would put together because you know how the styles change in the game.
Yeah.
And like, but every era there's gonna be somebody that's gonna try to put those words together, or a number of people that are gonna try to put those words together with those real flow patterns and those real metaphors and really rap. And so that's just what I like. Yeah, I can get down with other styles, you know what I mean?
I love hearing you on a classic, you know, boom bap track or whatever. I think that's, you know, I love that style from you. You just spit bars, you know what I mean?
Right, period. I'm just trying to come with bar, but like I really want to say something when I come with the bars though, like real meaningful things that I went through, experienced, or other people have experienced that I've seen firsthand. And that's what the key is to me, I think.
Really cool success for you too there. I watched the No Jumper review that you got on What the Game's Been Missing.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Nike Boy for producing the track, and the Glacier Boy team, and my Cuddy Gabe C, DJ Gabe C, down there, Shade 45 LA Leakers. He's the one who helped put that play together. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? I submitted the video. You know what I mean? He had put the play together with me, and then I just kept running with the ball, you know what I mean?
No, the review went really well. The song is great.
Appreciate you.
By far some of your best work I've heard in a while. Other stuff's good, of course, but this is great.
Appreciate you.
yeah.
Yeah, What the Game's Been Missing, you can find it on all streaming platforms, YouTube. It's popping. I appreciate Rolo
I'll
from
add the link in the
Gardena.
bio, right above, right there. Just click on the link in the bio, and you'll be able to see what the game's been missing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about that video. How'd you guys put that all together? And you weren't here in Portland for that. You were somewhere else.
Yeah, I was in. Actually, I was in LA. I went to go link with my Cuddy Gabe C down there in Carson. He was having his morning crew live stream on Twitch. I came. I played the music there. I spit there. Then I linked with the cameraman Rolo Dolo from Gardena. He's a good friend of Gabe C's. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rolo Dolo for putting that together.
Nice
He put
video,
magic,
Rolo. Nice video.
So we went down to the South of the 10 Studios in LA, near downtown LA. We met with Rolo. We was in the studio actually working on some projects, like working on some beats, spitting some new shit. And then Rolo came. We started shooting a video as well. So it came together quick. Gabe C, I linked with him and shit.
So that was,
It's
it really
history.
wasn't really in the works to be a video. You just happened to have all the things kind of line up, and
Yeah, we just happened to be like, oh, if we ever get the chance, we gonna shoot a video to that.
yeah.
And so I went down there to link with Gabe C because he like, come down here, I got it popping. So I'm like, I bet. So I load up in the whip and I start going down there. I run into some car trouble even though I had the new Beamer SUV, I ran into some car trouble, but it was all gravy. I had the resources to make it through, and then I got down there to LA, went to the studio, started laying down tracks, laid down a few tracks with Desi G, DJ Ice. Shout out to the corner store. Shout out Desi G, DJ Ice. Laid down music with Drummer Boy from Dungeon Music, Max.
Ooh.
Shout out Dungeon Music. Shout out Kenai. Shout out South of the 10 Studios. Shout out Gutter Gone. His camp came through over there. Ricky Hustle, Playmaker, John, he came through showing love. And we was just, for like 5 days, for 12 hours a day, we was laying down hot shit. Trying to put together
since you've been traveling,
classic shit.
How are you being accepted? How is you're taking Portland on your back and going places with it, so how are you being accepted, and how is Portland's music being accepted where you've been?
Portland's music is being accepted a lot of places because a lot of people hear about Portland being like a new place where people are rising up.
Right.
And they want to know, like, oh, what's the market like there? I heard that it was great. We like, yeah, people show love out there. You got good music. You display your talent, you be humble, you stay hungry, you're on the grind, people show you love out here. So people want to come see about that. And so I met a few out-of-towners recently, just
Right.
telling me that.
That's good, so you're getting a little bit of good input then on what the Pacific Northwest is vibing out of town with, right?
Period.
Cool, that's a good report. That's a great report. I've been asking strangers around town during my shopping adventures and whatnot if they can name a Portland rapper. And I don't know, I've asked it probably 50 to 100 times, and Amine and Cool Nuts are the only two answers I've gotten so far from absolute strangers. So
Right.
So Portland,
Right.
we got to work on that. We got to remember this
Right.
man's name is
Everybody,
Jasey Cordeta.
Jasey Cordeta. Everybody got to step their game up in all levels and all areas. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it all comes with hunger, grind, persistence, consistency. Dedication to bring that powerful music to the table.
This is kind of odd that we're by this little backyard here. I consider you to be kind of a spiritual man, but
Right.
look at the
very
nice little
Buddha.
babbling brook. There's a little babbling brook in there. It's pretty nice, huh?
Yes, sir.
Easy to maintain yard. Well, what's the big dream for you, JC? You got big aspirations. I know you want to make it big in the rap game or whatever, but
I also want to, get into the entrepreneur world, get some businesses popping up. And, I got all that in the works, this summer. Trying to link with the king, one of the king of New York's, Jim Jones. We've been talking today, Camp. Shout out 730, shout out Quarantine Studios, Vamp Life. We've been talking today, Camp, putting it together. So, God is good. We just gonna stay grinding, stay dedicated, knock that project out as well.
you guys stay so busy between you and your brothers. I have a hard time keeping up with y'all. It's always one thing. You guys are dropping. Like I tell Swiggle, he always has some sort of secret project that he explodes on everybody, and you guys all do the same. You're all doing the same thing.
Right.
It's great. It's great. It's such a great movement. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience here in Portland? How has Portland treated you as far as the hip-hop scene goes?
I would say my experience here in Portland, the hip hop scene, it treated me, you know, the best that it could. You know, like just learning how to do it myself, being independent, building studios, building relationships, meeting other artists. Like there's always been that type of network here in Portland, you know, Northeast Portland, North Portland, wherever. You know, I met artists, Beaverton, and anywhere you can meet somebody in the Northwest, Seattle, you know, and one thing I could say, like growing up in like North and Northeast Portland, like the neighborhood was behind like the music we were pushing, you know, and so we always tried to keep coming with that powerful music because, you know, the neighborhood was just looking towards us like, oh, because the conglomerate that we had, it touched so many different families because we were so deep, you know what I mean? Like the Wu-Tang Clan. So like we were filming content, going to shows at a young age, and so like the community embraced it, and so I've always felt that love within the hip hop community, whether it was elders, younger people I grew up with. It was
you guys get it. You guys, it sounds like a lot of people tucked you guys under their wing when you guys were young, and then let you grow and do your own thing, only to return the favor.
Right.
Ted Loke said, as for many shows as he may have put a Swiggle on, Swiggle was putting him on shows.
Period. You know, it's like, you know, like they say back in the day, sometimes you got to scratch your back to get your back scratched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, that's true, yeah.
It works like that.
No, you guys always do good things, you know, for the city of Portland, but that's one I always like to ask, you know, what's something that JC does that kind of makes, what do you do to make Portland hip-hop a little bit more special? Or
one thing I do is just when I write my music or when I record my music, I just think in my head, like, if this is the only verse or the only song that ever makes it out of Portland or the Northwest area that I'm in at the time, I want to make sure that they know that motherfuckers from that area know how to spit.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's how I come at it. That's how I approach writing music, you know, making songs. I want them to know, like, if something comes up out of here, if one thing just makes it, if that one thing make it, they gonna know, oh, they can spit around there. They can rap around there. And that's what I bring to the table.
Man, I totally respect that answer. Long-time Portland resident. I've been following the scene, you know, since I was a kid. And the bars matter, man. I love it when people can take the Northwest someplace else and make people proud of it. And that's what you're doing. So
yeah, shout out all the artists that come with those bars out of the Northwest, out of Portland. You know what I mean? I respect that, and I always will honor that, for sure.
You got anybody on the list of people that you'd like to work with? Maybe not here in Portland or somewhere else? Or
right now...
Anybody you enjoy to work with or have an opportunity maybe?
Right now, I would probably, you know, try to work with, like, a big producer.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe like a Timberland or an Alchemist or Mike Will Made It. You know, somebody that got that good heat. You know what I mean? I would really want to create something like that, you know, and then bring something like that to the table.
That's an interesting theory, JC. I don't think a lot of people, when they think of features, think of producers, and that's very cool. That's super cool that you would think of that.
Yeah, because, you know, just a producer that puts his all into it to where, like, his heart and soul is into the beat is different, you know, than just shopping beats, you know?
Yeah.
I learned that last time I was in L.A.
That's a fact. Ayatollah, the producer of Miss Fat Booty, you tell everybody his name, they don't know who he is. You mention the song, and they're like, yes, I know who he is. So so good look on shouting out the producer. That's great.
Yeah, producers matter.
You got any love, any shout outs you want to give? Anything, anybody out there you want to say hello to?
I just want to give a shout out, you know, to everybody, you know, that's been showing love to Across the Street, and I appreciate you. You know, I should give a shout out to you.
Thank you.
Having me on the show.
That's
Real
love.
talk. You know what I mean? That's love.
It's love, yeah.
You know, and I just look forward to just seeing the platform grow. I heard you've been getting good reviews.
Yeah, sounds like people are excited about the show. I really, like I said, I want this to be, if one of us does something great and people start looking at our city, they're not gonna have to look far. They can come right to the great bowl that is across the street and hand select somebody out of here, hopefully. So that would be great.
Right.
What about you? Got anything you want to say to the city of Portland?
City of Portland, one thing I want to say, If you got that powerful music, push it to the forefronts right now. Portland, Oregon, we on the motherfucking scope. You dig? Come with that powerful music, cause I am. Across the street, shout out.
When's your next album drop? You got some stuff.
I'm aiming to drop a project either September or October.
September of this year? Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Something real dope.
Where you been working at? You doing the hinterland studio like everybody else?
I got some projects that I recorded in there, but I'm gonna drop this project that I did in LA. I got a lot of records from out there. You know what I mean? Compiled, so I'm gonna drop that. On
did you do a lot of recording when you were there last time? Then is that what you did? You just bulked up?
Yeah, I just bulked up. I just went to the studio 5 days a week for 12 hours.
Wow.
Locked it in. South of the 10 Studios was in there. You know that my cutty DJ Gabe C, he A&R'd the whole situation. He had the teams coming through, you know, working with me, and we just were creating like right off from the floor up, from the ground up. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we would just make beats from the scratch, you know what I'm saying? And come up with something hot. And so that's what I loved about that project.
How about videos? You got any new videos in the works or anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to get them videos popping off with those too. So, you know, we got that shit in the works.
There's a bunch of everybody's doing it now. I mean, I've seen you've worked with DeAndre and Bossick and Fisherman Films, and you know, so you've got a pretty decent catalog of where to go get your videos now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, shout out to all those video men. You know, so I'll be looking to shop around and see what's popping.
Sure,
real
yeah.
soon.
Always excited to hear a JC project.
Yes, sir.
And then where can we see you live next?
You can see me live next at Rainbow City, July 30th.
You're gonna
Movie
perform.
Money.
Yeah.
Swiggle Mandela, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
Have you been there yet to that event?
Yeah, I've been over to that venue before.
Yeah, yeah.
I went over there for the Juneteenth show.
Yeah.
So it was a nice venue. It was popping.
I did the Sneaker Alley thing yesterday. That was pretty cool. I missed your brother. I missed Swiggle just by a few minutes. He was right down the street from Rainbow City.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it popped off yesterday. Well, now that we're back and we're regular life again and quarantine's over, you gonna do any traveling? You gonna take the show on the road anytime soon?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go to LA. I'm gonna go to New York.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go down there to Florida for sure. You know, we're gonna try to see what's popping with Detroit. That's in the works, so yeah, for sure.
Detroit, very cool. You gonna go down Figure Eight?
Probably pop it off with Figure Eight, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Figure Eight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trevor Ellis.
Yeah, Fish Gang, all right.
Yes, sir.
Man, we just about finished up here. Is there anything you want to close us off with, man? Anything you didn't get off your chest, or anything you want to say, or platform's yours, my friend.
Well, Jasey Cordeta. You can find me on Instagram, JASEYCORDETA. That's on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I'm there. YouTube, tap in. What the game's been missing is on YouTube as well, on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, Apple Music. Tap in. We appreciate all the love. Just stream it.
I'll put all JC's links in the description below. You can tap in below and get a hold of him through the links below.
For sure.
Big fan. Love you to death, my friend. You've always been nothing but great to me. If there's ever anything I can do for you, you just let me know. Other than that, I'd like to thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Cheers,
Appreciate
JC.
you.
Cheers.